What's up, guys? Let's jump right into our after hours review here. So, pretty fun session today. A lot of interesting stuff going on. So, let's just run through this all quick here. First off, not much movement in the SPY today, and we're in this little squeeze consolidation at the moment on some pretty low volume, as is the Qs, or as are the Qs. Little consolidation starting here on low volume. So, we're entering a situation right now in the market where, we're kind of flatlining. We're getting moves in individual names left and right, but the market as a whole is just kind of starting to stall a bit here. So what that means is that, three things are going to happen. And it's going to continue to kind of consolidate and trade sideways. It could burst higher to the upside, or we could trade lower to the downside. Either way, guys, follow the money, look at the big picture, and we can profit. So flip through some of the leaders real quick. Pretty non-eventful day here for Apple. And again, you got Apple beginning to enter a little squeeze as well. So shit starting to look sweet, guys. You got Facebook here. A little bit of a pop today, but nonetheless, you got Facebook in this nice consolidation on super low volume. So, these are the kinds of setups that next week, the weeks to come, Google and a consolidation on low volume, these can lead to some serious moves. These simple consolidations that we're identifying, in leading technology names as well as the market and, the sector itself. That's a situation that led to me, banking 20,000 plus in two occasions last winter on XLF and XLE. So simple as it may seem, this is something we don't want to ignore, and we really need to be mindful of these setups in these big tech names. Facebook, Netflix, a little bit messier, but nonetheless, guys, the market's kind of at an inflection point right now, so to say, and at some point, these leading names are going to break out of these squeezes up or down, and we're just going to have to follow it. But for today's trades, first off, we'll start off with my day trade. So early this morning, guys, right off the rip, I can't stress this enough, why it's so important to have the bird's eye view, have a few intraday charts open for those leading sectors, for those leading stocks, and you can literally just freaking see from the first few minutes where the money is going. So this morning, what did I observe? Immediately, first bar of the day, finance just ripping off to the open. So what did we have clearly in the first few minutes of the market today? Money was flowing directly into finance. That's all I got to see. That leads me to pulling up charts of Goldman Sachs and Bank of America and JP Morgan. And now what am I looking for? We've been talking a lot about structure. This is the structure of a successful trader. Through observation and having that, that big picture view, I was able to identify where the action was, where the money was going, and that was finance. That was step one. Where is the money going? Step two is to then go look at the leading names in that group that's seeing that strength, and then look for your setups. I didn't want to just simply trade financial stocks today because they were moving higher. I wanted to go look for opportunities to apply my trades to the names that were in play. So of course, on JP Morgan, what do I see? Picture perfect open level setup. Open up, begin to trade lower, the buyers take control, back to the open and above, and that's when I took my entry. So beautiful trade, quick trade today in JP Morgan, 15 minutes, 24-25%. What more can you ask for, guys, from an intraday perspective? I booked my quick profit, and my swing trade, which is still on, is still continuing to work. But, what led to this trade this morning? I'm not a great stock picker. I'm not, a financial expert. I don't know shit about JP Morgan. It all started with literally, as stupid and simple as this seems, guys. I made money there today because of taking this view. Technology was not doing crap in the first few minutes. Energy wasn't doing crap, really. Where was it just clear as day going? Finance. Follow the money and then go apply your go-to setups to the names in that group. And you can do that day after day after day. The reason a lot of us or a lot of you may kind of lack the consistency you'd like in your trading is that, it's not the setups. It might not even be your entries, your exits. You're just trading the wrong names. Trying to go long most of technology today was kind of a tough fight. Going long any name in finance was easy. So again, I didn't catch a move in JP Morgan today because, JP Morgan moved higher. Goldman Sachs moved higher as well. How about Bank of America? What did Bank of America do? Freaking rip from the open. Wells Fargo. We can literally just sit here for the next hour and look at, any major financial stock you can find. There you go. Beautiful open level setup in Wells Fargo. You're talking 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're done. Beautiful move. Citigroup. We can look at every financial stock, and you could have made money trading any of them today. Why? Not because they all had good news. Not every single one of these financial stocks had some catalyst today. The reason they were going higher is just literally, as simple as it gets, money was entering the financial sector. When billions of dollars pours into the basket, any stock in that basket is getting accumulated by default. It's just simply the structure. This isn't something that's my opinion or my belief. It's just literally like the function, and it's just how it works. There's no way around it. So the reason I made money today wasn't because I picked the right stock or because I know this industry in and out. I just simply take that bird's eye view, identify the money, right into finance there, and follow the money. So on the day trade, guys, it's still as simple as that. Swing trades, a week-long opportunity, or a 15-minute trade, follow the money. Your setups, your entries, and all that shit is only going to be as good as the stocks that you're trading it on. So that was the victory today on the day trade. Quick $300, and, I love that. Just got a new puppy, as you can see by the cage, and something I like to do when I take on a new expense is just try to rack up some money quick. And with the Apple trade, this trade here today, and my LNG trade, money's kind of set aside for this pup, expenses and things like that. It's a good feeling, guys. So this is how you have that structure and allow the market to take care of things in life. So that was the day trade today. Now for the swing trade. So last night, initiated a position in LNG. So LNG is an energy company now. First, we'll take a look at the sector. What's going on in energy that, first of all, gave me the confidence to put a position in an energy stock? Like we just talked about for the last 10 minutes, money's been going there lately. As of late, energy's been very quiet, but the past week or so, we're seeing increases in volume. That's what I like to see. Not only that, this stock has one of my favorite setups. It's in a big squeeze right now. This setup right here, this picture, the stock trading sideways on low volume and then just riding the wave of that massive increase in volume, that's where I've made most of my money. So that's called the squeeze. And we got a squeeze here on LNG now, which is supported by, as we just saw, volume coming into the market. Day one, strong volume. I took my position yesterday before the close, or a little bit before the close. Here on day two, beautiful move, up almost 1% today. Really strong move. I'm sorry, over 1% today, nice strong move. But most importantly, the volume continued. We got day two of increasing volume now. All I need is a day three to break us out of this squeeze, and then I book that profit. So I followed the money into LNG, clear as day there, guys, and it's supported by money coming into that group as a whole. So head over here right now, and you'll see LNG. So relative to my account size, or relative to how much I usually put into a trade, really small position. $1,100 position. I grabbed 8 calls at, I have my glasses on, so I'm not even sure, but I know I grabbed 8 of them. And again, $1,100, $1,200 position size. And day one into this move, we finished the day up 47%. So, I've almost made half of my money, I've invested in profit. And if we get a good move tomorrow, it's likely going to be a double. That's great, guys. And that just kind of illustrates the power of options. You don't need a fortune to start to make meaningful money. I put $1,000 into that. Now, whether you're a new trader or you're young, maybe you don't have $1,000 to put into a trade right now, but in the big picture of life and as a trader, it's very, very achievable to get to the point where you're putting 1,000 into a trade. And this is just one trade, from one of my setups this week, where, we're up over $500. It's not that tough to make a few $1,000s a week trading options. You don't need a huge account. You don't need massive capital. You need a few go-to setups, the structure, that bird's eye view, and then just the proper entries and exits on those names in play. So tomorrow, just hoping to get that follow through in LNG, and one more good day of volume when we could burst out of this squeeze, and I'll be looking to take profit and then on to the next one. So hope everyone had a good session today, and later on this evening or tomorrow morning, I'll put together the watch list. Gonna hop into some charts now, and that's it, guys. So I'll talk to you all in the chat room.